Yeah, good day, guys. We're going to start very soon. I can see we have like 7 people here. So let's give others the opportunity to join. And we're going to start. What's the time now? 12:04. We're going to start 12:10 at the dot. 12:10 at the dot. So let's allow others to join. You can see we're now 8 on the live stream. So we're going to be going over potential setup for this week. And also we'll be looking at CPI today. We're going to see if we can catch a nice entry on CPI today as well. So for the 9 people who are here, just bear with us. We're going to start 12:10 at the dot. Just to confirm, if you all can hear me loud and clear, I'm audible enough. Just type on the comment section that I'm audible enough, and we're good to go. Nobody is typing yet. Can you all hear me loud and clear? Just type on the comment section if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, yeah. Okay, someone have commented. Okay, so we're going to start 12 on the dot. Okay, so we're going to just get started right now. I can see on the chat box everybody could hear me. Audible enough. So welcome back to our live stream pre-New York session where we try to navigate the market and get potential entries. So today is a big day, which is CPI day. We have consumer price index data coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is 1:30 p.m. West African time. So let's get into the charts. Okay, let's get into the charts. So let me share my screen. Okay. So kind of a ranging market for gold throughout last week. So, but we saw the sell off happen just right yesterday, starting the week with a huge 500 pips drop. So we're going to go over. So we're going to start with gold. If you can remember last week, I said on last week live, I'm looking for gold sell above this level here, right? Above this level. So yeah, last week, if you watch last week live, you see where I talked about I'm looking for sell above this level, and price came above that level on Friday. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, it came on Thursday into Friday, and I was in a sell. I opened a sell position, but it was just so choppy, and I just closed the sell. And on Monday, when market opened, I did not care to check till London session. And on London session, market has already dipped over, 300 pips. So yeah, that was a nice sell, but price really ranged before it actually moved. Right, it has moved so far 636 pips, and that was a move I missed. And then now we are in a new territory, and we also the fundamental that gold is getting a tariff, but Trump did not specify. He did not specify how much percentage tariff is giving a kilo for gold. That's a gold bar. That's 1 kilo. So let's look at CPI data. What are they saying? Okay, the most of the forecast for CPI monthly is showing 0.2, meaning it should come. They are forecasting it should be weak. So if it's weak for the dollar. But the yearly CPI, they're forecasting 2.8. So 2.8, and monthly for this month, they want it to be 2.2. But at the end of the year, they're forecasting it to remain at 2.8. While the core CPI, they are also forecasting it to increase 0.3 by 1% this month, right? So all these are just data, but we're just going to see what the chart is saying, right? For me, I believe the entries and the setup are in the chart, right? So let's start from daily. We can see yesterday closed pretty bearish for gold, and gold last signal on our Mind 5 boat is still sell, right? So last signal on our Mind 5 boat is still sell. So that means overall trend on the daily is bearish. So I'm going to mark out some potential key level. As you can see, I've marked out 3.3422, right, which is this other block here. So I've marked that out, and I'm also going to mark out this key level as well. Let's take that price for that other block. Its lowest is 3365.45. Okay. So yeah, we have that key level also for sell re-entry, right? And this 3345, it's a potential buy level, but the trend is still bearish. So we're going to take that buy with extra care, right? So 4 hours have also turned bearish, right? So last time 4 hours was bearish was 3 weeks ago. It was bullish from CPI. It was bullish, and today this NFP. Sorry, from NFP it was bullish, and now CPI we have a sell. So, what should we anticipate? Now, getting into this news, guys, I'm looking at two things. To be honest, I'm looking at two things. One is better, while the other one I'll be conservative about it. Right. The first one is for price to react on gold in this manner. If CPI is released, price might react from this daily order block and goes back to that also order block on daily and continue the sell. Most likely this can happen because today is Tuesday, and this is already a high. This is already a high for the week because this is where Monday opened. So for Tuesday to set either the high or the low, it's telling me that means Tuesday has to come up here to set the high of the week, right? Which you can see the pips is too much. That's like almost 700 pips. So is Tuesday going to set the low of the week? Probably it can, right? It can set the low for the week. So it can probably come here, on this other block, reacts, and then goes up. Then on Thursday, it keeps selling. It can do that, right? It can do that. So it can react, keep going up for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it sells. So on the daily, we have two key level. We have this other block here, right? And we have this imbalance here. So price will definitely react from one. That imbalance low is 39859, right? So 39859. Okay, no, that's the closing price. I'm supposed to take the lowest low. Okay, 337736. Yeah, so that is the lowest low. So all these scenarios are possible. All these scenarios are possible, and CPI will make it happen. Right. First, what I'll be looking at is this daily order block, and price will come in either to this daily order block again for the sell, or it goes to the imbalance. And from what I'm seeing based on 1 hour structure, I believe this order block might not hold. Why? Because it's already tapped in here. You can see on 1 hour, price has tapped into that level here, right? So it tapped into that level. So this is the level that is untapped, the imbalance level. So that imbalance level has more high probability. So we should take that imbalance level. So this can be possible situation for gold in the next 2 days, meaning Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday low, it buys. Wednesday, Thursday evening, it reverses and continue the sell, because tariffs on gold definitely pushing gold down, right? Long term, if that tariff keeps holding. So you can see when we buy at this 334.22, people will be wondering, why are we buying from anywhere? But that is a daily level. So a daily level is a strong level, right? I know some of you are looking at this big candlestick. Price might want to close it. Yeah, I understand. Right, price will definitely close it, but it won't close it that easy, right? It has to also make some moves to come and close it. So probably if the daily order block plays out, we hit it. We hit. Sorry guys, I think I lost connection. Someone was calling me on my phone and it interrupted the network. Can you all hear me loud and clear? Can you all see my chat? Are we back? Please, someone should tell me, even through chats. Can you all see my screen? Can you all hear me loud and clear? Let me know on the comment section. Okay, so as I said, we need to understand the range we are in, and the range we are in on gold is a bearish range. Why? Because this high, right? This high created this low. So that is the range we are in. Right? We have a strong high here, and we have a strong low here. So one needs to be taken, right? And since this strong high created this strong low, in most scenario, this strong high is supposed to take out this strong low, right? So had it been this strong low created that strong high, then we take out that high. So the overall range we are in is between this range and this range. We are bearish, right? So if you don't want to, for example, if you don't want to counter trend, right? You can just ignore this buy at 334.22 if you don't want to take the correction and wait for the major move, which is the sell, right? If you want to do that, that's completely fine. You can do that so that you be in with the range, right? So, but for me, I'm going to be scalping it. Immediately price get into that level, I'll jump in onto my 30 seconds and just wait for buy, right? So immediately price comes into this level, on 30 seconds, I'll be waiting. If I get a buy signal, I'll take it immediately, right? So that is what I will be looking at. So that is all about gold. Let's go into other major pairs. Let's look at Euro USD. Let's look at what's happening on daily on Euro USD. Okay, on daily Euro USD, we're still bearish. We're still bearish. We can see price reacted to that other block there. It's currently selling. So we're in a bearish range on Euro USD. What's happening on 4 hours? We have a strong high here, and we have a strong low here as well. So this high created this low. So it seems we're going down also on Euro USD. So let's get potential entries for today. Like to see what the Asia box is saying. Okay, price has taken the low, but it has not taken the high. So let's look for 4-hour PY so that we can ride this bearish movement on Euro USD. So you have multiple PYs. You have this breakup block here. I would like to see the lowest point, 162.90. Okay, let's mark that out. That's the first PY. The second PY will be this imbalance. Let's mark that out. The lowest 1.164443. Okay, let's mark that out. And let's see what's happening on 1 hour. Okay, you can see price have already tapped into that breakup block, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, price have tapped into it this morning. Immediately tap into it, started falling. So that has played out. Let me see. Around 6 a.m. Wow, that's a zero drawdown entry. Load it and buy a Lambo. 28 pips. So that level has been tapped in. We're going to cancel it. So we're going to be looking at 16443. So if you're looking to trade CPI for sell on Euro USD, you should observe this price 1.164443. Very important, 4 hours imbalance. So when price get into that level, if you have the Mind 5 bots and you have paid trading view, so when price get into that level, you should start looking for a sell signal either on 30 seconds or 1 minute. So when you get that sell signal, you jump on it. So that is for the sell. So let me see if there will be a short-term buy, because the overall range of Euro USD currently is still sell. And price already tapped into a major level on daily. So I believe the retracement should be done. So, but if you want to trade for the buy, I'm gonna take any of this level. Probably take this other block here. So what is the price? The highest price is 15882. 15882. Okay, so if you're looking at to buy Euro USD, which it's you going against the range, so even though you are going to buy, do not stay long in the trade. Let it be a scalping trade, right? Let it be a scalping trade. So the buy 15882, good price. When price gets into that level, if you want to do aggressive, put your pending order. If you want to be conservative, you wait for MineFi boot signal at 30 seconds or 1 minute. When you get that buy signal there, you load it and scalp it, right? So these are key levels that you can get quality trade for this week. So the movement on Euro USD, possibly if that buy level hold, right, you might see the buy up to that 4-hour PY Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Expects the sell to continue if that happen like that. So these are all the probabilities we're looking at. So if the sell continue, I want it to take out this low. So this will be a nice long sell for those who love swinging. This is a nice swing. Look at if it holds down there. That's like 252 pips for those who love trading Euro USD. If it's gold, I have this long movement like this. Minimum is 1,000 pips. Yeah, but it happened. So let's look at GBP USD, and then we call it a day. So GBP USD, I have this MOL. This level has been a strong level. I wanted to sell that level immediately market open, but I just decided to wait for London and market moved. You can see this is Monday. I marked at that level before Monday. MOL simply means monthly order block. So a monthly level is a very powerful level. And even today, price came into that level, and you can see it's respecting that level. So overall trend on GBP has been bearish. Right, we have this strong high, big low. So we expect price to take out that low. So because this MOL level, probably CPI can come out and it just keep falling, right? So, but to get another entry in case it spike up, I would love to pay attention to the 34905 level. You know, G used to be my pad, right? G used to be my paddy, but I had to sit down with gold and I saw the money gold can give. So I haven't been looking at GU like that. So, but pay attention to this 905 level. Probably CPI can come in and tap into that level and keep going down. So I think GBP USD setup is more cleaner than Euro USD because we have less of a range there. Right? So this is 4 hours. Okay. Looking to buy GBP USD intra-week. The only level I would be interested to buy intra-week is 33805. 33805. That's a nice PY. How about Doji there? And we have some equal lows taken out. Right, we have those equal lows. So coming into CPI with GBP USD, price can hit that sell and keep dropping to this level. This level is a risky level to buy. If price drop very hard to that level, do not buy that level. Just ignore it. Probably going to keep going down. So but if price comes slowly as a range to that level, then you can take a short-term buy to any of the POIs that might print before the sell continue. So this is GBP USD. And yeah, so all we do now is wait for CPI. And if you have any question, you can type on the comment section. Please, does this indicator repaint? I don't know what that means. If you mean repaint, I don't know what repaint means. What about gold? We've already go over gold. You're coming late. We're done with gold. Okay, someone said XAU is in my zone. Let me see. You can watch it's recorded on YouTube, so you can even go back when it's live just to see where I spoke about gold. So this is gold. It's still showing power move, but the level of my entry is 334.22. 334.22. I want CPI should be the one to get us into that level. At least minimum a minute before CPI. Now let me see what 30 seconds is saying. 30 seconds has already printed the buy, right? But I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to wait for a few minutes to CPI and see where price will be. So I'll be doing that live on Zoom Live with the Fusion class. I've already hit like 10 minutes of that time. They're supposed to end by 12:30, so I can get into the Fusion with them, and we're going to trade CPI live with the Fusion mentees. Please, can you bring down the cost of the MindFi bot to allow participation? Let me tell you something. The MindFi bot is the cheapest bot, and the price you're seeing is a lot of people that bench me to put that price. And by September, it's going to be worth $250, to get the bot. So, but if you have the bot now before September, every month you pay $50. No matter how long we keep increasing the price, as long as you get the bot before September, your monthly recurring fee is still $50. But those that will get into the bot by September, when the bot will be $250, their monthly fee will be $100. So if you cannot afford $100 or $50 or $200 to pay for what can help your business, then that business is not for you. Trading is a business of money. If you don't have money, don't come to trading, because you're just going to stress yourself. The minimum net worth you should have as a Nigerian to get into trading, you should have at least 5 million naira to your name. I mean, you have 5 million naira either in the bank or other things that annually can give you 5 million naira. That is when you can get into trading. If not, if you try to force yourself, stress yourself, it's going to be a hectic journey. It's not possible. It's not that it's not possible to succeed with zero money. It's possible, but it will, test your faith. Me in this journey, when I started 10 years ago, there are days, there are weeks, there are months that we go with empty wallet. We have nothing. We're just trading demo. Till we scratch here, scratch there, scratch here, scratch there, get some money and fun. We know the stress we pass through. So, and people like us that pass through that stress and succeed, I can tell you are like 1 in 1,000. A lot of people just give up or just throw this away or just, Olumide, you can get into the Fusion. You paid for the Fusion package. You should have an email that give you all the details of the Fusion group and all of that, so you can get into it. After the buy or sell has printed, but I was not in you. That means you are not on your laptop. Can I enter after 4 or candle? No. Immediately, please go and watch the training I did this Saturday for all those that purchased the boat. I uploaded it on YouTube. After the buy or sell has printed, there are two ways you can enter. You can enter through immediately after the candle has printed, or you can enter after price has come into the discount. So please just get yourself 1 hour and watch that video. It's on the YouTube channel, so you can know how to enter. But when the candle has printed and it's already in profit, 1 or 2 candlestick, it means the trend has already moved. So you should ignore that. If not, you have a larger stop loss and you don't know when the sell is coming. Okay, so not a problem. I need to go and attend to the Fusion team, and yeah, that's all for today. See you guys on YouTube Live next week or on Thursday, depending on my timing, right? So I'll let you know on the Telegram group. Make sure you're in the Telegram group. So do have a wonderful week. Pay attention to the levels I call. You can just watch the YouTube again to get that levels correctly and you watch it. So have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.